Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about dash covers. My dash cover over time has started to kind of pop up again. I'm going to show you what it looks like. My wooden dash is kind of a hot mess. I tried one of those sticker dash covers. It left tons of residue on there. You can see different glues and residues all over my dash. I'm tired of looking at it. So today we're going to do a brand new renovation of my dash. And we're going to try a couple new products to see if they actually will cover up my dash, make it look a lot nicer. Let's get into it. So first things first, I actually want to show you what my dash cover actually kind of looks like right now. And don't get me wrong, I really love the look of these dash covers. This Alcantara matches the fabric on my door panels, matches the fabric down on my wireless charger down here really nicely, but I just wish they fit and stuck a little bit better. I've always had this little tiny, I don't know, gap, if you can see that, all the way along here where you can still kind of see the wood. And despite what I've tried, despite kind of pushing it down as much as I can to get it to stick, I've always kind of had that issue. The other issue I'm having is it's popping up in the middle here. It's just not sticking as well as it should. There's a little sneak peek of what we're dealing with. So I push these down all the time, they just kind of stop sticking. So despite my best efforts, it's coming up. There's still kind of see all the residue and stuff you can kind of see under there. So we're going to try to clean up all of that today. I'm going to do some sanding, I think, on my wood, some very light sanding, just to see if I can get a better fit with some new products. So the first thing we're going to do is actually pop this dash out. I'm going to take the whole dash out so I can work on it on my workbench. I'll show you how to do that. So for reference, I have a 2022 Model Y. So this process should work for most of your legacy Model Ys when removing your dash. I've done this several times. It is fairly simple. Mine might be a little bit more, we'll call it loose than yours would be, but the process is pretty simple. First off, each side is going to have these little triangles. So I like to take a pry tool, just kind of get in here and pry out that little triangle. Most of the time it doesn't go flying. Sometimes it does, but that releases our dash over on this side. I'm going to run over and do the driver's side. And we'll come back here, and this should just kind of pop right out with a little bit of force, and we'll move it this way. So with just that little bit of force over on the driver's side, I was able to just kind of pry it up. All the little clips just kind of pop out, and then I just carefully just pull it out. That way I can go work on it on my workbench, get it nice and cleaned up. Now that I actually have my dash out, I can show you a little bit more about what I got going on over here on the actual driver's side. This is right behind the actual kind of monitor or the actual main screen in the car. See, it's all kind of coming up and sticking. Look at all that residue and junk that I got on here. This is kind of your steering column. And you can see all the wood grain kind of in there all peeling up. Not the nicest way it looks, especially when you get in the car. You want all these edges nice and clean and covered. So what I'm planning to do is peel off this old cover that I got, try out a couple new products that I'll show you guys here in a second. But first thing we're going to do, peel off these old ones and really try to clean up the front of this plastic and maybe do a little actual sanding on this wood to see if we can kind of rough it back up so it sticks really well next time. So we'll get you guys some close-ups of what I'm dealing with here. Most of this is residue from one of those sticker style covers that you can find on Amazon for like 20, 30 bucks. Highly recommend don't use one of those. It left this really nasty film along my entire wooden dash. And then when I tried to install other things, it just made it really difficult to do so. I'm going to spend some time trying to clean this up, really trying to clean up my actual silver edge there. And then we're going to show you a couple new products that I got to try to cover up all this damage on my dash. I worked for about 20 minutes trying to sand down some of the wood, clean up some of the actual high spots where there's actually adhesive residue and stuff like that. And this is what I came up with. I'm very happy with how the actual silver trim looks all along the way. It's super clean and clear. I wasn't able to get a whole lot done on the actual wood surface itself. So I think I'm just going to try some of these new products and see how they actually go. Speaking of those new products, let's get this out of the way. And I got two different dash covers to show you guys today. One is just kind of like what I had installed, and the other one is a full piece carbon fiber dash cover that I'm excited to try out and see how it looks. So let's unwrap the actual 2-piece one Alcantara dash cover first. So taking a look at this one, very similar design to kind of the previous iterations. I really do like that Alcantara look. It's nice, it feels super nice, it matches really nice to the dark interior, and it should cover up that wood really nicely. Here's kind of the front side of it. We'll see how this seam looks. It should have a little bit of a kind of a seam right there as you put it on, but we'll do some dry fits of both of these and see which one we want to go with for like a more permanent install. But I like this one too. This is definitely on the more affordable side. I should mention that I got both of these dash covers from Tessery. So this one I think was about $60, and I'll show you the carbon fiber one next. You saw how well this came packaged with a little bit of adhesion promoter, which is kind of nice. And then right in the middle of all this styrofoam packaging is the nice, super lightweight carbon fiber cover. And I went with a matte carbon fiber style, but this does come in a gloss as well as a forged carbon fiber, if you'd rather go that route. Now that's super nice. Right off the bat, I can tell this is a nice, high quality product. You can see the carbon fiber inlay all the way down. This isn't just some cheap piece of plastic. This is a really nice, high quality carbon fiber dash cover. I really like the styling of this. I think carbon fiber looks great on Teslas. I have it all on the outside of my Tesla, on the side mirror covers, on my spoiler, things like that. So this is super, super sharp. You can see some of the design and details in it. I think this looks really, really nice. I do like how it's all one piece. That is a major selling point for me. I think the next thing is I want to get the dash back up here on my actual workbench, and we're going to do some dry fitting of both of these to see how they will actually fit and how they cover up that front, how they match up there, if they leave any gaps, and we'll go from there. Starting off with a dry fit of the actual 2-piece dash cover, I just kind of want to set it on there and see how it actually kind of covers up the front of my dash. Let me just make sure I have it going the right way. This side over on this side. And this side's going to fit down on the front. And I just want to see how it kind of fits, if I think it'll kind of cover up some of that yuckiness that's all the way down in there. So the problem that I tend to have is that the dash covers just don't seem to go all the way down over the front. I don't know if you can kind of see that, but there's still just a little tiny bit of that wood gap there. I think that's part of, I don't know, just the way that the dash covers are designed. You know, it's just a little bit of difference when they build each one. Each wood dash is a little bit different as well. So it's just another thing that you have to consider when doing it. I do like how this one fits. I think it covers up quite nicely on everything there. So this is definitely going to be a contender, especially if I install it right. If I make sure I install it so that it's all the way down on the lip before I kind of set it in the back area, I think it'll look really nice. So I'm trying. Obviously, this is harder to do as I'm holding it up, but right there, you can see it actually covers up most of that area right there. So I like that a lot. This might be the one to go with. Let's try the actual carbon fiber one. Now the carbon fiber one is super lightweight, very, very thin and kind of moldable. I would call it like, you know, the kind of fit. You can kind of hear it cinch down over the edges there. And I really like that look. I think that that actually meets up super nicely with the actual front there. It looks really sharp. The nice one piece covers all the way to the edge. I think we might have a winner. I think I'm going to go with the carbon fiber one. I really like how it looks. It's going to match some of the other carbon fiber accents in my car, and it just conforms really nicely to the front of the Tesla dash. So let's go ahead and get this one installed. So installation should be fairly simple. I put down some towels as to not scuff up the actual top of the carbon fiber. I want to keep it looking nice. I'm going to take my time and peel off all of the 3M adhesive backing, so when I go to install it, I can press it down, really get some good adhesion all the way around. So if you saw, I like to use an X-Acto knife to help me get under the edges and make sure I'm actually pulling up on just the covering of the adhesive. Sometimes the entire adhesive strip wants to come off, and I don't like that. It's really hard with your fingers. But I like to just use an X-Acto knife to help me peel off the adhesive cover. Next, I'm going to really just take my time, flip my dash over, and just kind of line it up along this front edge before I really kind of start pushing it down, really trying to get it to stick. So I'm just taking my time, really pushing down. The dash has kind of a bow to it, so I've got my hand underneath it. So I'm really just pushing lots and lots of pressure right along the front here. I want all that adhesive to stick really well. I really couldn't be happier with how this actual carbon fiber dash cover looks. Hardly any gap. If there is, it's super, super tiny, but you can't see it, not like some of those other wood ones, and it covers all the way to the edge there. Really happy with how this looks. Looks like a brand new dash to me from what it was there before. I was at some point even considering trying to order a new wooden dash from Tesla, but looking at this cover, man, I'm impressed with how this carbon fiber looks. I'm gonna let it sit here for a little while, keep kind of pushing on it, make sure it sticks really well, and then I'll go install it back in the car. Installing the dash back in the car is just easy as we took it out. Take your time, be extra careful. You don't want to mess up your actual main screen. Just kind of get it back in its actual grooves and line it up. All those clips are going to line up just like they did before. And with a couple little taps, you'll get it all back and installed. So a couple little, just lining up those grooves. That part's nice and installed. There you go. You heard the click over on that side as well. I'm going to go over to the driver's side and make sure it's cinched down. When you actually get it back inside your dash as well, this is another opportunity to go over it, really kind of press down again, now that you have the support of all the little adhesion and the dash pieces on the back. Definitely want to just push it in rather than trying to do it on my workbench where it doesn't have all the support it needs on the back side. So I'm just going to push it down, keep it, you can hear all that adhesive working in there. So that's a good sign. I went ahead and reinstalled my little trim piece over on the other side. Simple to do it over on this side as well. Just hammer it back in, and you're good to go. Finally, I want to get you guys some close-up shots of how this carbon fiber dash looks. Really show that there's no gap between the actual silver and the wood. It looks so good. And you saw what my dash looked like before. Now you get this awesome carbon fiber look inside your Tesla. Matches some of the accents I have on my wheel. I think it looks extremely, extremely sharp. I could not be happier with how this actually turned out. You guys saw what my dash looked like before, and still under there, it looks miserable, right? It's like beat up, destroyed, adhesive residue, all kinds of nastiness on it. Looks like a hot mess. Taking it out, taking my time to clean it up really made all the difference. I got as much of that old adhesive off as I could, and I can't be happier with how this actual carbon fiber accented dash looks in here. I don't have the wood on my doors. My 22 Model Y seems to have the original style Model Y doors, so I don't have the wraparound wood that goes all the way around. But I love how this carbon fiber looks with the Alcantara accents. I think it looks extremely sharp, so much better than what was in here before with that popping up dash cover that just really looked kind of ugly. This is an 100%, 110% improvement. It looks so good. I'm really happy with how it turned out. There's no gap between the silver and when the carbon fiber starts. And it's just a really nice kind of clean accent. I like that matte look a lot, but a gloss look would actually look really well in here too, if that's your style. The two dash covers I showed off today were both from Tessery. Like I mentioned, the Alcantara one that we looked at over on the workbench was about $60. This one I think runs about $150, $160, something like that for the one-piece true carbon fiber dash. To me, this is really worth it. I really like the carbon fiber look. It looks awesome. Whenever you shop at Tessery, make sure to use my discount code right here on the screen, Gamble1080. Helps you save 20% right off the top. Tessery's a great company. They have a million Tesla accessories. I've reviewed several of them in the past. Electronics, wheel covers, dash covers, storage solutions, all kinds of cool stuff for your Tesla. So make sure you check it out. Whenever you use my discount code Gamble1080 at Tessery, I do get a very small affiliate commission for you using my code at no additional cost to you. It really helps out the channel, helps me bring videos like this to you in the future. So we really appreciate you using that code. If you're interested in anything else I've ever done to my Tesla, check out my Amazon storefront. Check out my playlist in the description for all of my Model Y videos. Hopefully you'll find something there that actually speaks to you. But I'll have a link to the Amazon storefront down in the description as well. Thank you guys so much for coming back for another video. Lots of awesome content coming up. I got a whole lot planned for 2026, so really excited that you guys are here. Hopefully this video taught you something. This is my install process and my kind of disaster that I created. A little bit of crisis averted. I think it looks really sharp. Thanks for coming back. Feel free to like and subscribe. We'll catch you in the next video. Have a good one.